Hello and welcome to the Pink in the City podcast. Pink in the City is a breast cancer charity. We are raising awareness and funds and providing information and inspiration. Please share this episode with the world and join us in our mission. And now, let's proceed to today's episode. Hello and welcome to the Pink in the City podcast. My name is Jasmyne DesBiens. I am a podcast producer. I love to make things happen, and I just started working with Pink in the City. And those of you who are presently listening are probably very familiar with Pink in the City. Those of you who are not and are just brand new to the episode or to this podcast, which you could be. Pink in the City is a breast cancer charity. And it was started years ago by this wonderful lady that is on the podcast with me today. And her name is Denise Vourtzoumis. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Jasmine. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm so excited.
I think that Denise should be the host of this podcast, but let me introduce her since, I can do it. So I thought I'd start it all out with you, and I would like you to share with those people who have never heard of Pink in the City. What is the essence of it? Like, what is your goal in all of this?
Well, I think first it's important to note that, when Pink in the City first started out, it's really started off as a one-time event, to raise money for breast cancer, for a campaign that was taking place in the month of October. And I don't think at that point, we really knew what was going to happen, what was going to transpire. It really happened pretty much all on its own with a little help of, family and friends and the community, really.
Yeah.
And since then, it's really transpired into this wonderful, foundation of really passionate people that are all involved because they want to help. They want to pay it forward.
Yeah.
So,
and I was speaking with your editor, Anna Lombardos, who's a friend, and she was telling me that you guys like to do awareness, inspiration, information, and I'm missing one. I'm missing one, but awareness, you want to bring awareness to breast cancers. It's not, is it just breast cancer, or it's any cancer of women that women have?
Well, look, this particular, the last 15 years, it's all been about breast cancer.
Okay.
However, awareness is for all cancers.
Yeah.
So, and there's many other organizations like ours that do a fantastic job on raising awareness and collecting funds in the areas that they have identified, they want to contribute to, right? But but I think, when we want to rally the community and we want to bring everyone together, our particular cause is supporting currently the wellness program at MUHC. However,
wait, what is the wellness program?
So the wellness program is a program that has been launched by Dr. Meder-Ricien and his team to support the patients that have been diagnosed by breast cancer. And this program offers a variety of services to help them through that journey.
Okay. That's great. So the funds, the donations that you get go to the wellness program and the MUHC center.
Correct. Correct. But I do want to mention that in the past, you talked about, other cancers and stuff. We have donated funds to the Brain Tumor
Nice.
Foundation.
Okay.
Or the to support brain tumor cancer.
Okay.
We have done that, and we have purchased some equipment that was aside from the MUHC. So we have supported other type of cancer or equipment to support cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw on your website that you wrote that there are different little counters on your website. I'm gonna go on it as we're talking, because there's a count. So you say raised to date over 950,000.
So that amount needs to be updated, because I would say right now we're at about 1.2.
Yeah. So what you guys need to understand is that this is volunteer-based organization. So yes, our
Correct.
website might not be up to date right now because we're just
it's all volunteer.
Yeah, it's all volunteer. So we're trying to just keep up with it. And now that I'm on board, I'll do my best to tidy it up for you. So
I do want to say a huge thanks to you, Jasmine, because that's the essence of charities and volunteer work, is that you've got talented and skilled people that are coming together to offer their services and what they're talented in the areas that they're talented to actually make it run, make it work. So we've got an amazing team, and everybody is good at something. So I'm really excited to have you on board and to work with us and to, create beautiful things for everyone to see, because, lots of beautiful things are happening in our community. And it's one thing, to know about all this, but it's another thing to share it and be able to display it and create messaging that will be going out to everyone.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm looking forward to it. I love doing these podcasts, and I love also when I can see something possible in someone. Like, I know you can do this hosting thing, no problem.
I've got lots to learn from you. That's for sure.
We're gonna have fun. And so the thing that I was looking at on your website was that you got 3 major pieces of medical equipment in the past that you purchased. Did you get more? Do I need to update that one too?
Well, what do you have on there? Does it show?
I have 3 major pieces of medical equipment purchased.
Okay, so the NeoProbe was one. Then we had the my goodness, the 3D that mammography.
Okay.
We had that. And we've paid for 3 research programs.
Yeah. Okay. So that research funding for 3 projects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, this is why everybody listening, if you can donate. Well, right now, as we are recording this, now you might be listening to this in the future for us as we're recording, but right now we're in October, so we're in full-fledged Raise Craze campaign. So right now, Denise, are you going to be able to interview Dr. Medorician?
Yes, that's the plan. That is the plan. We're just trying to find some time to just have a sit down with Dr. Medorician. And we're trying to see, well, would our viewers and our listeners like to hear from him before the shave or after the shave? So
we can do both. It's our podcast.
We could do both. We could do both. The shave is actually happening on October 20th.
Okay.
And he is dyeing his hair pink on October 19th.
So fun.
So,
okay. So for those of you who are listening pre-October 20th, you can, stay tuned for this event, because it's going to be streaming online, right?
well, I'm not sure exactly the details, but it definitely, it will be available through media.
Yeah. So either or, we're going to figure out. We'll just stay tuned onto our social media, and you'll know about it for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So in this podcast, the idea is we're going to also inspire people. So we're going to talk about, stories of hope, because it is devastating. Now, the reason I was asking you, I'm not going to talk about my story today, because I'm going to talk about it in another episode. But cancer has touched me 10 years ago. And it was, when I heard it, it was, devastating. And so it's good to, like, I remember, hearing how it was just so devastating to me. And it was kind of like, okay, so how do I move forward, and what do I do, and who do I talk to? And, like, there was this whole, it was really, really hard. And I know for a fact that many of these women have their stories to share, and hopefully these stories will inspire the upcoming woman. Whether you've been touched by, a breast cancer diagnosis or not, it's like, it's funny for me. It was like a wake-up call. I don't know if other women have felt that, because I've been alone in my, like, in my surrounding. I've been alone. So now it's so funny that I'm coming into this organization, and now I'm going to hear the stories, of other people. And I'm looking forward to hearing what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it's you're right. This disease has touched all of us in one way or another. A lot of times I'm asked, well, why are you doing this? Like, have you had breast cancer? Like, why are you so passionate about this? So I just want to put it out there that if we really want to do things and make a difference, sometimes it's not always because you've been touched personally by it. I have not had breast cancer. Like I mentioned earlier, it was a one-time event that really evolved. And we found that it's really magical when the whole community comes together. But in order for the community to come together, you need people to orchestrate that. You need follow-up, and you need to reach out, and volunteers.
Yeah.
It's not always easy. Life happens, and everybody is raising families, are going to school, are taking care of older parents. There's so many life situations that can play an important part if you can offer time or not.
Yeah.
But if you can offer time, it's truly rewarding. For me, it has been.
Yeah.
And we want to set the next generation up so that they can be a part of all these wonderful things. But as adults, we need to action that. We need to make it happen. We need to set the foundation.
That's so funny. It's like a great segue to bring us to your model the way. right?
So yes.
Tell me about that Model the Way.
Mm-hmm. So Model the Way is a program that currently is has been launched in the school board, the Sir Wilfrid Laurier School Board.
Okay.
And Daniel Johnson is actually leading that program. And it's been a program that has been in a collaborative effort with Daniel and Pink in the City to engage the students in this leadership program and be able to go out in the community or, in their schools to put together programs and initiatives that will make a difference for others and for them to set the example. So Daniel has been doing a fantastic work with that program. And I want to also mention that a few years ago, what we introduced was with, of course, the work with Dr. Midorisian and the entire team, is that we introduced bringing in the leadership students into the breast clinic so that, being given a tour by Dr. Midorisian, showing them the equipment that we have bought, showing them, the space, showing them what takes place at this breast clinic. And especially for them to understand that they are part of offering this equipment or these programs or this research to help the journey of a patient that has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah.
And there's really no amount of money that you can't put a price on that. The experience, the insight, the staff, the medical staff, sharing their experiences. And the best part of it is we've got this whole group of dynamic women, breast cancer survivors, that are working with us, that I have the pleasure of being in contact so often, so that we can discuss, different programs and share their stories, and to collaboratively work together in the community to raise the awareness. So when the students are a part of that, it makes a difference for them, and it really defines for them what the future is about when they help out and they see it live, what happens.
Yeah.
They can touch the equipment, they speak to the survivors.
Okay, so
2 years ago,
you'll be talking to Daniel Johnson in a future episode, and then we can.
Yes.
You'll be able to go and get into the nitty gritty of it all.
Absolutely.
And then, okay, so obviously we want people to get involved. So if this is something that's inspiring to you and you think that you can contribute to Pink in the City, please go to our website, pinkinthecity.ca, and just get involved and reach out to us. And Denise will be happy to talk to you. I know that.
For sure.
And are there any final words you'd like to say to the people listening?
I just want to say that our actions are really, really important. And we don't realize it, the magnitude and how it can impact someone's life. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you can impact young minds, your children, your nieces, your nephews, students. So sharing your insight and helping them understand expectations and just setting goals and all these kind of things that will improve or increase their skill level set is important. But also, learning and just exposing, our children to areas of the community that they can be a part of. And sometimes it could just be as simple as, making lemonade and selling it at a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Right.
And kids
It's
are
not
so
complicated.
creative. Kids are so creative, right? So we just have to, expose them to the reality, and they can become so creative and find ways that we would have never thought of.
Right. And so I guess I also want to note that Pink in the City is not just a one time in the year where it's the fundraising is going to happen and that's it. And then you won't hear about Pink in the City until next year. It's really a 12-month
charity.
Yeah, it is, because exactly, because of all the items and things that you mentioned earlier. It's the fundraising, it's the Model the Way program, it's the breast cancer survivors, the team that I have great pleasure to lead, and just connect on a regular basis. We have Zoom calls. We've got, Sophie from the Wellness Center that has just been a wonderful, wonderful partner in sharing with us what takes place in the Wellness Center so that we can in turn help share that information. And so there's really, connecting and, launching awards for students that have been in the community, working with partners. And what's interesting is that when you're speaking to our community partners, they all want the same thing. They all want to help, no matter how, big or small. They want to help. They want to contribute. And so whether it's $5 or $10 or $15 or $1,000, at the end of the day, it's that action that we took that is going to change a life.
Yeah, no amount is too small.
No amount is too small.
And whatever you do, you make a difference. Like, it really starts with you.
Mm-hmm. It really does. And Pink in the Carpet, which a lot of people have heard about, and that'll be a whole other session for podcast with Gaëlle Villaume, who's my partner in crime for the Pink Carpet.
Yes.
But the Pink Carpet is not just about a day that, we're going to bring the women together just to have some fun. That too, of course, but it's much more. It's about connecting and sharing their stories and giving hope to one another. They've all been through journeys and they're able to come together. They're able to share it with one another. They're able to encourage one another. And then they're able to encourage other newly diagnosed women.
Yes.
Who really are frightened, don't know where to turn to. Yeah. So you have this team that is ready and willing to offer their support any way they can. And that's rewarding. For me, that's rewarding. When I see them come together, and it's so rewarding. No words. And I'm inspired. I'm inspired by their stories, Jasmine.
Yeah.
And each story, when I collect all their stories and I share them. It's incredible to read through what they've been through.
Yeah.
You'll never
I
complain. I'm never gonna complain I'm tired.
Yeah.
Never.
And God knows you should be tired sometimes, Denise.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. It's this internal energy that comes from within that it just keeps you going.
We can be tired without complaining about being tired. Like, it's the complaining part, right? Complaining is an option, but we don't have to use it.
Well, when these women are smiling, they've been through hell and back, they're smiling, they're not complaining, and they're inspiring others.
Yeah.
That's a lesson for all of us.
Yeah.
So just puts things in perspective for us. It really does. For me, anyhow.
Well, Denise, I'm looking forward to listening to the episodes you will be recording in the future.
I'm excited.
So guys, we intend to give you an episode a week. And so, to be continued, let us know what you think. Share us, download us, follow us, do what you got to do so that we can get this out there in the world. And thank you for listening, Denise.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. You're the best.
We're going to let you guys go, and please remember to donate.
Awesome.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Jasmine. Bye, everyone.